morning. Welcome to Foot Solutions. What brings you in today?
Hi, I'm having some heel pain in my right foot, and it seems to be worse in the morning when I get up.
Okay. Why don't you have a seat and fill out the left-hand side of our intake sheet, and I'll be better able to help you. What we do at Foot Solutions is we begin by collecting information about each individual client. And on the intake sheet, we get in the client's own words what they feel their own foot problems might be. And then we measure the feet properly, evaluate their feet and their gait, and then make recommendations as to footwear and other things that might be needed. Now what we're going to do is begin by measuring your feet. Let me take the chart and the pen. Thank you. All right. Let me start with the right foot. Okay. On your foot. Okay, stand up, please. You have a half-size difference in your feet. Yes, that's quite common.
Really?
You know, your left foot is a half size longer than the right. Okay, the next step is to test the flexibility of your feet. Let me do the right foot first, if I may. Okay. Now, relax your foot. Okay, let me do the left one. Okay, now what I'd like to do is to observe how you stand and walk. So if you could stand right over here, and don't mind our public relations girl, Chloe, and just face the back wall, and stand up as you normally would. Okay. Now walk slowly toward the back wall, and then turn around coming back in this direction. Alrighty. You have what we call mild pronation. Statistically, more than 90% of all the people walking the planet pronate, overpronate. Okay, what that simply means is that your feet flatten out as you stand and walk. Okay, maybe 5% of the population supinate, which means their feet are very rigid, have high arches, and they roll out. And maybe around 1% of the world's population might have ideal gait, but that's quite unusual. What I'd like to do next is to get you up on this computer over here. This device, if you put one foot in each of the rectangles, this device measures the pressure, full weight bearing, under your feet. And if you stand there 1 second, I'll have to put in their measurements here. This will take about 20 seconds. As I said, it's going to measure the pressure under your feet. Here's a scale of pressure, so that the warmer the color, the more pressure there is. And if you look over here, you see the dark red underneath the heel?
Yeah.
That's quite normal. What isn't normal is pressure like that forward of the heel, because it's both unusual and undesirable. Okay? It's not a pain meter, so it doesn't tell you whether or not there's pain.
Right.
But if you're going to do something for the person, whether it's arch support, you want to throw in some what we call metatarsal support to help with that condition in the forefoot. Let me show you what I mean by taking the skeletal foot over here. To offload the pressure in the ball of your foot, we'd like to create an arch support that has metatarsal support in it. And what that is a bump that would go right where my thumb is. And it would gently press up and spread the pressure out over a greater area, thereby making it more comfortable. Okay? With the heel pain you said that you had, being mostly in the morning when you first get up, that could be a condition called plantar fasciitis. I'm not a doctor, so I cannot and would not diagnose, but I can treat if a doctor gave you a prescription for anything. But I can also accommodate you while you're here by either selling an over-the-counter arch support or creating a custom-made arch support. Now let me take you over to the other computer and enter your information in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scan you on this device over here. Remember the first computer we did, you don't have to get up there just yet, the first computer we measures full weight-bearing pressure. This computer over here measures elevations under the feet. So it captures the topography of the bottom of the foot. And it's so accurate, it measures in tenths of a millimeter. That's like the width of a human hair. Now if you look on this screen, the pressure readings from this device are converted into a colorful topographical image that you see here on the screen. This is an elevation legend, and you can see that red is flat down on the scanner. Bright green is only 1/10 of a millimeter higher, and it goes up from there. This image here is a 3D image of what a custom-made arch support would be would look like for my left foot. Now we make truly custom-made arch supports, not what some stores might refer to as custom fit. There's a huge difference between custom-made and custom fit. Everything we do here is custom fit. What others deem custom fit is simply taking two plastic arch supports that are mirror images of one another and saying, here you go. They're fit to your feet, but it's forcing your foot to conform to something that's hypothetical.
Right.
This is taking your own foot, or my own foot in this instance, and making it conform to its natural arch without much weight on it. The computer places it based on the elevations and contour of your foot, not somebody else's foot, not some imaginary foot. The finished product looks something like this. These are actually the same type of device with different coverings. We can use a lot of different coverings. We give you a lot of alternatives. That happens to be a material called Spenco, which is a medical grade material, has a lot of cushioning. And this is leather. That's the most common covering that we use, because it's more important to have the right contour under your foot than it is really cushioning. If your pain is really acute, then we would recommend the cushioning. And the finished product, as I said, looks about like one of these, but to be specific to each of your feet. I hope that gives you a better understanding of what it is that we do here at Foot Solutions. We're here to give you a professional measurement of your feet, evaluate your feet and the way in which you walk, which is called your gait, and then make firm recommendations relative to shoes, arch supports, and other foot care products that can help mitigate any foot pain or other joint problems that you might have. And when you come in, you can meet our public relations director. Her name is Chloe. Come here, Chloe. Good girl.